Welcome, my name is Matt, aka Rojan88. We are getting into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, mods, Captain Han Solo. And if you notice, this is the Captain Han Solo from The Emperor Strikes Back at the Hidden Rebel base on the planet Hoth, which is a nice planet. So here's a couple things that I wish I could backtrack the books to. But the problem is that they were part of a fan mail order kind of situation. And so, surely the books are out there. I just couldn't find them like on Amazon or anything like that. But to be able to show the pictures of. But at the beginning of The Emperor Strikes Back, Han kind of gets to giving Leia, this particular Han, he gets to giving Leia a little bit of a hard time about something that kind of probably makes a lot of no sense to a lot of fans who who probably wouldn't know the backstory to. So in this mail order kit I used to get back in the 1990s, they would come with character cards and little booklets and fun fact stuff, little game cards, like a variety of stuff. And with the little booklets, the books that would come in with it, they were like small little chapter books. They weren't very big or efficient, but they would each mail order continue the story kind of thing, almost like a comic book situation, almost like that. But the book is, if I recall it correctly, it was titled Smuggler's Run. Which, to my understanding, at Galaxy's Edge, they have a ride now called Smuggler's Run, which I found that ironic when I heard that. My wife and I have still not yet gone to visit Galaxy's Edge, and I know we want to, but if I recall, this mail order book series was called Galaxy's Edge, also, and in it, he kind of tells a little bit of the in-between bridge story between A New Hope and The Emperor Strikes Back, a little bit kind of involving Han constantly trying to make his way back to Jabba so he can pay his debt to Jabba. But he's also kind of caught up in helping the rebels find a new place to hide out at, too, after the events of Yavin. And there's a situation where he runs into a bounty hunter, which is one of the things when he's talking to Leia in the Hoth base, the icy hallway in the Hoth base, where he says, she's trying to talk him into staying. And he's like, well, that bounty hunter we ran into over in, Ord Mantell or something like that, kind of convinced me otherwise. I'm not staying. I'm wanted. And but another factor is in that book series, or in the in-between section, there was a moment where Leia kind of gave away some sense to Han, and I don't know how to put it, but some vibes, if you would, if that works, like some vibes to Han that kind of suggested that she might actually like him. And that's kind of one of the reasons why he kept going back and forth with her about this whole, once you just say it, admit it, come out with it. And she's just kind of doing this playing hard to get situation. But there is a story behind that whole little situation that was going on in the hall there. And it would be this Han. Out of the game that we're playing here, there's like multiple Han Solos. You get Stormtrooper Han, you get regular Han Solo, veteran Han Solo, you get a young Han Solo. But this is, as you can see, Captain Han Solo. He's kind of part of the Rebel Alliance, somewhat. Well, yeah, I guess he is officially part of them. But this is, they're on in this form, they're working off of Planet Hoth, hence the ice coat. But so if we go back to my first video on my mods playlist, in my first video there, I explained the different types of characters as well as the different types of mods definitively. I just noticed a mistake I made. I'm going to correct that real quick. There we go. All right. So, I kind of break down the various different types of characters and roles by definition, and the different mods and their purpose when applied to the characters. If you go to swgoh.gg, they do recommend the same thing that is being recommended in the in-game tips here, which is speed and health. Han Solo is a support character. So, for a support character, when you add speed, he is going to move quicker in tactical attacks, tactical fighting, whatever. With the health, he's kind of looking after the health well-being of himself and the rest of the squad, especially as a support character. This version, he does not have the ability for leader roles, but it doesn't mean that he couldn't back up whoever the leader is. Kind of like as a commanding officer or an assisting commanding officer to whoever would be the commanding officer to the squad. In this case, we're kind of cross-training him with these mods to essentially kind of be protective of the squad, like the protection concept of a tank. He's not punching like a tank, but he is kind of, he's supporting with a tank-like support concept. He's helping protect whatever is within the group, with whatever his abilities are capable of doing here. So that is Captain Han Solo mods. For Star Wars Guys Superheroes, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below, and thank you for following. May the Force be with you.